And that's where our minute ended.
Yeah. It really said, and that's where our minute ended?
Oh, that's where our minute ends here. But overall, though, that sounds like all the super stuff we dealt with, what was it, October 19th last year or the year before? It was like, oh, the world's going to end October 19th! No, it's really not, guys. It's okay.
I actually walked into H.H. Gregg on December 21st, 2012, saying, "Happy end of the world, everyone!"
It's always something. There's some rapture or some calendar that says the world's going to end at least 3 or 4 times every year, it feels like.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid if you think about it.
During the baboon that got elected, I could see why this year.
Well, that's a whole different story. Different story. We try to avoid talking about him on this show. So, politics and behavior, I will be honest with you, say, yes, I agree.
Same
to a point, I do agree with that sentiment. I'm also the same person that is getting sick and tired of being walked up by my bosses at work and start snapping at people lately. And I think they're really starting to realize not to fuck with me lately. So,
I'm also tired of that too. Tattoo. The only thing is that basically you have to take whatever they give you, and if you snap back, you could get canned.
True. This is a true statement. It is the one world about being in a retail or in the world we're living in where you walk on eggshells. You walk on eggshells all the freaking time, which I do not appreciate whatsoever. Scott, any other words on this sentiment with the politics behavior section here?
No, I think I would have fired Randal a long time ago.
There are several people at my job that I'm shocked still have their job.
Well, it's funny. I think a lot of people say that about Randal, though. It's like, why do you keep him on staff? Like, why is he still here? Like,
because they can't find anybody more qualified.
Well, it is New Jersey in 1993, so I can understand that.
Do you guys think Randal acts like this when the boss is around? Like, does he ever work a shift when the boss is around, and does he act like this?
You know, that's a good question. That's a very valid question. I don't know the answer because we never see the boss, obviously, in the movie because it's based on one day. Yeah. But I can see him being the kind of employee where it's like, oh, the boss here, I should really shape up and not be watching movies by myself and being an asshole to customers. I should actually be nice so I can keep my job.
Although I do agree with the statement, we have monkeys' jobs.
You know, it's funny. You have the kind of the same job I do. We're EVS technicians. I'm a tech. He's actually a housekeeper more than me. Yeah. We do the grunt work. We do the grunt work of our jobs, but people wouldn't survive without us. Yeah, that's how I would look at it. We do the grunt work.
Yeah, because I don't see any of the bums of the casino basically picking up after themselves. Hell, they jam chicken bones in between the machines.
This is true. This is a true statement, and I wish he was kidding.
No, because if they want to put a cup in there, there's a cup already there. Do they throw it up? No, they just push it in between the machine. I once found 4 ashtrays in between one machine. Then again, it would also help with the color for the casino. Was it? If they actually had better lighting in the casino and they didn't pick black for the frickin' ashtray color.
Dude, I was there when they changed over to those. I used to work at Potawatomi first shift. So I was actually there when they changed over everything. Yeah. And I was complaining about that because they used to be red and they changed it over to black and everyone understood why.
They said, black tested better.
What tests?
Yeah, what the... Just a minute. You got a better deal on black ashtrays, so you did that. Don't bullshit me about testing this.
This is every day. This is every day, Scott. This is every single day.
It's a shock. It's a shocker that I have not burned that place down yet.
Oh man. So, on that note,
burn, motherfucker, burn!
All right, let's stop threatening to burn down buildings so we move on with our day. All right, so, Scott, I'm going to let you take the floor for a minute and plug anything that's going on, knowing I'm just going to sell off record. This is not going up until probably beginning of next year.
Okay.
So, just so you know. So I'll give you the floor to plug. Go.
Yeah, so you can find all the things that I do, all the stuff that you listed off at duelinggenre.com. I think I'm in the middle of Cornetto Minute, covering Shaun of the Dead minute by minute right now. And we're on hiatus on Spider-Man Minute, and we'll be coming back later in 2018 to do Spider-Man 2. And you can find me on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. I'm just at Scott Carelli on all of the social media. So you can find me there and find out whatever new stuff I happen to be working on.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Scott. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 2. I really am.
Yeah.
Spider-Man has been so much fun. I love Spider-Man 2. It's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Hang on a second. It's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time, by far.
And I found out something interesting. Alfred Molina says that if they want to bring Otto Octavius back into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he'd love to come back.
Okay.
That'd be cool, but I don't think that would happen.
Not in this MCU world anymore. Not anymore.
No.
Well, then again, I don't see them turning him down either. Because I'm sorry, I loved his Doc Ock.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I did as well, but it would cause way too many questions about continuity. There's a reason why J. Jonah Jameson hasn't reappeared in any of the Spider-Man movies since Spider-Man 3 because no one can beat J.K. Simmons, and they don't want to hire anyone else, but they also can't hire J.K. Simmons because that causes continuity problems. So they're between a rock and a hard place because I think Molina was an iconic villain that they don't want to recast, but at a certain point, they're going to eventually get around to doing Doc Ock again, and they're probably going to have a very different take than what Molina did with the character.
Well, actually, from what I heard, they were actually going to get J.K. Simmons back, but then he got into Justice League.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Scott. This is a lot of fun. This is a nice conversation to have, and nice to have you take time to do this. Let's wrap up things, Kyle. You can find us everywhere you can hear podcasts. I know a lot of people are probably streaming this off Spreaker or off iHeartRadio, but we're everywhere. Download our show, subscribe to our show, rate and review our show. Twitter, Facebook, at Clerks Minute. We have a Facebook Listener Society, the Clerks Convenience Store Listener Group, that we're going to be chit-chatting and talking about this movie and the Viewers universe and everything else going on. And we have a Patreon show where we're going right now monthly where we're talking about the Clerks animated series. So, that being said...
And just remember, we're everywhere. We're watching you. We're like Baskin Robbins. We always find out.
I don't even know what that means. On that note... Again,
Ant-Man reference. I gotcha.
Thank you for Scott, and thank you all for listening to the Clerks Minute. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
I saw one time that said the next week the world is ending, and in the next week's paper they said we were miraculously saved at the 0 hour by a koala fish mutant bird. Crazy shit. Smoking weed, doing